What is going on, guys? Boy, we got a throwback for you today. Jake is back in the building, and we're going to be bringing you a Geo 4 versus the Dye DSR comparison and battle. So let's do this.
You go ahead and start.
Well, I'm going to start it with obviously hit up loneWolfPaintball.com because we have both of these guns for sale on the site. Maybe by the time the video comes out, both of these could be gone already. Who knows?
But they'll get back in stock eventually.
For sure, they will. So, you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see where we want to take this.
I got a method to my madness. So first off, I got the Shaft FL barrel 689 with the rubber back that you guys can also change out. These rubber sleeves come off. You can add different colors if you want to customize it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But the biggest part is it's it's two-piece and it's 14.5 inches long. Just gonna pull it out for the people.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Gotta let them see what they want,
Nice control bore, solid.
Yeah, looking good, solid. What's with you?
I have the tried and true. I mean, just the Dye UL barrel kit. Well, barrel. I don't think anything else needs to be said about that. Best barrel out there. The tip is interchangeable with the boomstick backs, and the boomstick is obviously the best barrel that has ever been created since...
bold statement.
Yeah, since like the frickin' 70s when they came out or something like that. I don't know. Hippies used to use them to smoke crack out of, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting fact.
No, but for real, the Dye UL barrel shoots incredible. This gun is very, very ball-on-ball accurate with this barrel. I love it. Planet has made improvements with their newer barrels, though. Original like Shaft 4 barrels and.
So would you be willing to say, as far as barrel-wise, do I have a better barrel system?
No.
No, I don't.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all. Not at all. I would say mine is. You have a 14.5 inch.
Correct.
But if we're going on a scale, your barrel is a 9.5, mine's a 10 out of 10, and yours is a 9.5. That's
right.
where I would leave it. They're close. They're comparable.
We'll let the viewers be the judges of that.
And it's also a little bit louder too.
What, this one, the Shaft?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, okay. All right, sure.
100%.
We'll do a decibel testing on that one.
All
right, now it's your point. What you got for me?
All right, so
Uh-oh.
I'm going to have to go with the trigger, personally. I like this trigger more than the stock Planet Eclipse trigger.
How many adjustable points do you have on your trigger? Because this has 5 adjustable points.
It doesn't matter. It comes perfect out of the box. You don't need to adjust it. Let me ask you, how many?
He is a Dye fanboy.
How many aftermarket triggers do you have in the pro shop for that gun or the CS2s?
A couple. Well, Infamous makes them, so.
So you have the Infamous, you have like the Deuces and that kind of. How many do you have for this?
I don't think I have
Zero,
any.
yeah, zero. You know why? Because you don't need an aftermarket
Someone
trigger.
hasn't taken advantage of the market. You guys need to make a Dye DSR trigger. Put it on the market.
You can make one, but you're not going to sell it. It's a bad investment. It's a great trigger as it sits. Everyone buys aftermarket triggers for that.
I like that point.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's any currently big manufacturers for triggers. I'm sure there's guys that 3D printed something.
Right, yeah.
But, okay. All right, so triggers out of the way. How do you change the batteries on your gun? Do you just pull this off?
Yeah, I do. Except
Where's your tool?
I don't need a tool. If I got my fingernail that's long enough, I can just reach it in there. But my fingernail is not long enough to twist.
So
my
technically, you're gonna need show the camera.
Yeah. So you do need like a flat head to get in there
or a penny.
Yeah, something nice and like that'll fit in there. But I have to say, I would rather spend $200 less to grab a penny off the ground or a small little shaped rock than have to pay $200 for movable grips. That's a big upsell on some grips that you got there.
Okay, it's a nice grip, and I can also switch out grip colors too if I'd like. But
how do you clean your eyes in your detents?
Well, how I clean them is I just take this completely toolless removable grip off, pull it down, and I just slide that forward, and then I can get in there and do what I need to do. So simple flick of a button.
Sweet, dude.
Oh, the eye pipe. Oh, okay. I'll wait.
There we go, nice and clean.
So that's it?
Yeah. So, I mean, if it was a little dirty, I probably would have spit on it.
How many people lose those eye pipes? Tell me.
If you lose them, then you're dumb. Like if you literally have to pull this out of the barrel and set it someplace in your house, it'd be easier to lose part of your eye covers or a little detent, then it is easier to lose this.
So
your
you just
detents
now minimum called 50% of fans and customers dumb, Jake.
100%. Yeah.
Oh,
if you
wow.
lose,
Ouch.
if you lose an eye pipe, if it just randomly, if you just walk around your house
No, but
with your barrel off.
in all seriousness, a lot of you guys out there that don't know on the CZRs, DSRs, if you guys dry fire your gun without your
shoots
barrel,
out.
you guys have to have your barrel screwed on this gun. Or
100%,
else your eye
it shoots
pipe
right
will
out.
Shoot out the front, and it's clear.
It says that in the instructions.
No, I know,
but no one reads that.
People don't read
Yeah,
instructions.
exactly.
Who
I mean, I
dry
don't.
fires their gun?
A lot of people
That's
do.
a horrible
Who dry
idea.
fires their gun without the barrel on is
Right?
what
At
I want
least
to know.
you
At
have
least
a
put the
sound,
barrel
yeah.
on, yeah, so you can hear how cool it is.
Sick. All right. Is it my turn or yours?
You need a good point.
I'll
Jake does?
I'll take the L, the ASA.
Okay, we're talking ASAs here.
You have the better ASA, but this ASA, it's still an on-off ASA. It still works. It does the trick. It's got the bigger lever. That one is just a
This is
little
a nice
bit,
Pops
a
ASA.
little bit easier. Yeah, the Pops is easier, but again, $200 difference. You can get the upgraded ASA for this. I'm not sure what the extra price point of it is because I've never bought one, but you can get the better ASA for it, and you'd still be under the price of what that would be. So that's
He keeps bringing
that's
up
my
price,
thing.
Mark. You know, he's bringing up price. Let's hit it right on the head. You're talking under $1,200 for the Geo 4, and what are these? About a
900.
$950.
And it depends on the color you
Okay.
get. Yeah.
All right.
I think we both can agree. The boards, I mean, nothing too special on either one. I have a light up board. You have a light up board.
Yeah.
Does
Both
yours
OLEDs.
Does
Yeah.
yours shoot 9 or 10 balls a second?
My paintball gun?
Yeah, that paintball.
Yeah,
gun.
it does. It
oh,
shoots.
okay.
Yeah, I can turn it up to a
So
lot
does
of
mine.
paintballs.
So does mine.
That's
yeah.
good.
I can shoot mine.
So
too.
they both have readout OLED display screens,
Yep.
which is nice. Fully programmable.
What's your operating pressure?
Why would you do that? Operating pressure on the
So mine
IV
is
core?
lower, is all you just want to say. Yeah. Mine is lower and smoother on paint.
It's 135.
Okay. Yeah.
Pull your bolt out. Let's go bolt to bolt. You want to talk
Ready?
about operating pressure? The IV core, highly sought after, was one of the best cores Planet Eclipse has ever made, hands down. What you got?
It was one of the best cores.
Yeah.
Was one of the best, and then they got rid of it for a reason. But yeah, the DSR bolt. There's all sorts of crazy O-rings and everything in this, just like this. It's very easy to maintain though. You can either silk it with some ultra silk, or
Huh?
The bolts next to each other.
Like
Dad wants us to put the bolts next to each other. Yeah.
Tip to tip.
You got to put yours
Tip
in.
to tip. Yeah.
Ooh, tip to tip.
Yeah. Very easy to service. It doesn't take a lot to actually get down and take the bolt out. Mine can come out without a tool. And
Same.
Yeah,
Pull
yours
it up.
comes out without a tool.
Oh, you know.
Mine's just a little bit lower operating pressure. Probably going to be a little bit more efficient. Maybe. I'm not
All
sure.
right, so
about,
you hit me with the operating pressure. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
All right, I think you win the point on operating pressure. I still think this IV core is very, very nice. That's fine.
It is nice. It is nice.
Switching gears, let's talk about feed necks.
I knew you were going to go there.
I just noticed something. Mine has got a very nice, big, large thumb wheel with a locking, all aluminum feed neck to fit any hopper on the
Yeah,
market.
dude. Let me get my thumb wheel going.
Yeah, where's your thumb wheel at?
It's
How
not
do you-
there.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
not there.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. I don't know why they do that, but it still fits all the hoppers that you need, and it is very easy to adjust.
So you just like twirl it like that. Show
You just
show
twirl
Mark.
it. Yeah. So
just
if you want to loosen it or tighten it, you just twirl it just like this, and then you get
that's
to your,
not going to get worn out quickly.
to your
I promise.
perfect set. I mean, I've had my DSR for like 3 years, and it's not
And
worn
he
out.
plays one time a year, so that would make sense.
Yeah,
so
fair.
That's fair enough.
No, I mean, I've had plenty of dye guns, and I've never had it wore out. The I would be more afraid of the anodizing getting scratched up, but I've never had the anodizing actually get super scratched up. Dye anodizings are solid. They are freaking bulletproof. I have almost 0 scratches on all of my dye guns, which is, I think, a lot to say for their anodizing.
Because you just sit in the back, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, that's
I don't
fine.
actually play.
That's
I don't do
fine.
anything. I just walk around with it, make it look
Yeah.
like I'm gonna play.
You want to talk?
Oh,
Go ahead, Mark.
No,
Go.
I was going to say I had some questions when you guys
go
are
ahead. Go ahead.
running out of ideas.
No, I was gonna talk about the
what kind of
solenoids.
batteries do each gun take?
This one, since I can access them so quickly, 2 AA's right into the front.
Yeah, 9 volt.
Yeah. His is use your penny or your
Yeah,
But it's
whatever.
a 9 volt.
Yeah,
9
it's a
volt.
9
Yeah,
volt.
it's a 9 volt that sits in here just like a normal.
Mark, you want to zoom in on
where's
that
9
piece
volt
right
wood?
there when you got a second? Right?
Yeah, what is that?
Right in there. It's called the SFR. I believe it stands for Solenoid Flow Restrictor, I believe. So you can adjust the amount of air going into your Noid. Don't know why you would need that. Do you know why we would need that, Jake?
Because Planet Eclipse always had issues with blowing their solenoids. 100%. If you had a
Wow.
solenoid, if you owned a Planet Eclipse gun, I can almost guarantee if you've owned more than one, you have almost always had a solenoid issue.
Do you
Almost
think
everyone
that
runs
is
into
why with the brand new Geo 4 they made a solenoid you can fully service in-house?
it? 100%. You have to. How many?
Shout out to you, Planet Eclipse, because Jake is right. Some of the solenoids in the past...
took you 30 years.
Jeez, Pete. No, but I really do like that feature. That obviously, if you do have an O-ring or something that went bad in these new models, you can take it apart yourself and fix it, and not have to pay $170 for a brand new solenoid.
But you'd still have to pay. I mean, unless if you know how to service that, you're still gonna have to pay someone to fix it, right? Correct? To like get it.
Correct.
So
Yeah, I
if
mean they're
someone
not
just-
that hard, but yeah, fair
Right.
enough.
Okay. So, but my thing is with this solenoid, you don't even have to pay anyone to fix it because at the end of the day, these have the
Because
purging
it's guaranteed
solenoids.
to be broken.
In-
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
It has the purging solenoid, so if you over pressurize it, it's just gonna purge out so it doesn't blow. I don't know why
I like
other
that.
companies hasn't picked that up. So unless if you just leave an air tank on it and just keep it filled up with 2,000 psi, like a consistent, and just keep it on the air fill station, your
good?
solenoid's not gonna get worn out. Yeah. So purging solenoid never is gonna have to be serviced. You're
That's
never gonna have to
fair.
do anything with it.
I'm just over here looking for my next point. I think it's going to be the grips. So for these grips,
Yes,
you
let's
guys
talk about
can
grips.
you can pop those bad boys over, and then you can take them off. Both sides have to go, and you can change the grips, get inside the board. Toolless, right? Okay, so Jake, yours are technically toolless, but
All right, they're technically toolless, but they're a pain in the ass. I'm not even going to show you how to take them off because
Fair.
they're not easy. But
They
let's
are
just
toolless.
talk about this nice grip frame that we have here
Okay.
compared to this. So with
side by side.
talking about grips and grip frames, this one has that hourglass figure grip frame that everyone loves. Who doesn't like a nice female with that hourglass figure?
This one's bulky.
It is a little bit more beefy. It's a little bit more
I
chunky.
feel like I got a hold of something here, though, you know?
I mean, fair enough. Everyone likes a little bit of fat on them, but that's up to you and your personal preference. I like that nice slim profile, something
fair.
that fits nice in my hands, something that where I have more range of motion with my hands and my fingers, so that way I can get on that trigger a lot easier. Granted, we're not playing 15 balls a second, but it's still nice and a lot more comfortable. The other thing is when you're diving into snake, because you don't have all that extra weight and it's a lot easier to get up underneath there, it's a lot easier for me to just pop up this gun with my thumb. Super easy because I have full range of motion with my hand because it's very, very small. So, and I have very small hands. So if you have bigger hands than me, it's going to be real easy. I've never core sampled with it. I've got baby hands. I'm a child. So represent
I got baby
child
hands,
gang
I'm
over
a
here.
child.
So if you're 14 years old, this one's for you right here.
That's good. Oh, brought a tear to my eye, Jake. Lastly, unless Mark has more questions, how do you adjust the velocity on your gun?
Simple, right through the regulator.
Same? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
simple.
Right through the bottom, plus or minus, tells you what
Yeah,
to do.
I think I have the plus or minus. No, I don't.
Oh man, it's not dummy proof.
No, maybe I do. No, because this is
No, that's for
it
batteries,
doesn't.
dude. It's
yeah, that's
there,
for
but
batteries. I was gonna say I
Plus
think
or minus,
I'm
dummy
almost
proof.
positive mine has a plus or minus on my DSR on the black one, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
But I
don't
can't remember the
know.
last time I've hit up the chronograph because I just don't chrono because
he
I don't
doesn't-
play.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't need to chrono my
Correct.
gun if I'm not gonna get checked by the refs.
That's right.
I mean, 100%.
All right. Well.
So I did have one more question.
Go ahead.
What stock bore size does each barrel come with?
Mine is a 689.
688.
Okay. Do either of them come with additional backs or inserts?
Not that I know of. Not on this.
Not on the DSR, but
All right, so
what
fair
is
on both.
what is cool is that all of these reds are going to be nice, and they're going to have these backs. They're going to have these nice factory anode colors, so you can put it on the back of your gun. So if you like need to buy a smaller size, that's what I'm saying, like an
Okay.
8.4, whatever, you'll be able to find a red one.
And same with the shaft FLs. You can always buy different. They make a ton of different sized
They have
bags.
a bunch
for
of
them,
different
too,
bags.
so.
Yep. Plus,
Yeah.
Dye has some of the best anodized barrel tips. So if you're all about looking ag and being swag, because everyone cares about having a $90 barrel tip. If you
That's
have
true.
that, there you go. If you have the UL back, then you have the you can have your crazy fancy.
They
colored
did a bunch
tip.
of splashes and
100%,
for sure.
yeah.
All right, that's
so
fair.
people like that. People like to look cool, and makes
Just
them,
looking at
makes them feel
overall
better.
milling, final factor here.
I mean, I'd say-
we need an unbiased opinion. Overall milling, what gun do you think is prettier?
Okay, hold it still so the people watching at home can see too.
No, they can't. Are you sure?
Yeah, dick. On these two, I mean, they're pretty similar to be
It's all
honest.
personal
but
preference,
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
mean,
That one has more lines. This
Yeah.
one has less lines. I guess it depends upon what you
Okay.
are. If you're a simple man
You're
and
a
you
simple
and
man.
you like simplicity, because Dye is very simple. You're just gonna pull this out of the box and use it. You're never gonna have to adjust anything. You're never gonna have to use your 5-point trigger adjustment of your trigger.
I don't
You're
need to. It rocks just fine. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough, yeah. Don't forget to pick up your aftermarket trigger in the shop after
That's
this.
right, dude. Cool.
You'll never have to service your regulator. Might not have the thumb drive on the feed neck, but hey.
You might have to, use your long nail to change your batteries when they die, but
Yeah,
that's cool.
that's all right.
All right, either way, put in the comments below which gun you guys like better, who won the battle per se.
$200 less, shoots better.
More barrel options, I don't know.
Who just doesn't buy a Freak XL kit anyways these
I don't
days?
know.
Let's be
I don't
honest.
know. It's a good question.
Yeah, if you're not using a Freak XL or a boomstick back, what are you doing with your life, honestly?
What's Mark doing back there? He looks like he's up to
He's
something.
doing something.
getting the question from the
he's plotting.
YouTube.
Okay. All right, so we're both going to have to answer a question from the YouTubes?
Well, it's the same question.
Well, okay,
Just
that's
whoever
fair.
can answer it. It
I'll give
doesn't
an
have to be
answer,
one
he'll
or
give
the
an
other.
answer, it don't matter.
It's not that
I hope it's a
complicated.
dumb question.
Who is it? Who
It's-
gave you the question?
Scofflaw 454. I love the names. Does the R2 feed as fast as the original rotor?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
I
See?
think it feeds faster.
Easy.
It has
easy
that
peasy.
updated
Please.
little. It has
It's got
that
that little
updated fin.
fin piece,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I
Yeah.
think it's faster because it's gonna jam less, but nonetheless, it's pretty much the same.
Definitely. Most definitely. All right, guys, put in the comments below if you liked it. If you want to tell Jake to go beep himself. If not, hit up lomopaintball.com. Thanks for watching. Quick little comparison. Geo 4 versus the Dye DSR. See you guys later.
DSR is best. Superior.